Thank you for tuning into the Tony the Prophet channel for week 10. This is the Salute to Service week. I have my hoodie on with the camouflage here. Thank you to all our veterans, present and past, that have served this great country. Thank you for your service. So let's get into the games. Got some good games here this week. Game one, Rams versus Seattle. Seattle is missing their top two cornerbacks, top two running backs. Um, McVay is 4-1 against Seattle. They've won some games in a good form. Rams are 6-2-1 against the spread last nine. Should be able to score plenty of points. Uh, points points per game allowed by Seattle 30th, last in yards per game allowed and passing yards allowed, whereas LA is second in those marks. So the other thing about LA, only their third home game because of the COVID schedule. They only give up 12 points at home for an average of 3 games. So Rams win this one 34-30. It won't be that close. Seattle gets a late touchdown. Move on to the next game. New Orleans, 10-point favorite over San Francisco. I love San Francisco in this one. Teams are never that good or that bad. They blew out Tampa last week, but uh, San Francisco was embarrassed on the Thursday night game. They've had 10 days to come back for this one against Green Bay. San Francisco 5-1-1 last seven against New Orleans, and New Orleans will come down after that big victory, and Frisco really it um, they have to win just to stay in the hunt in the NFC West. So New Orleans 3-5 against the spread, 1-3 at home. They'll win, but they won't cover. We'll call this New Orleans 31-23. Baltimore versus New England, favored by a touchdown. This is an easy game. Patriots are shadow themselves, and Cam won't have a big game. He's not playing the Jets. Baltimore 13-5-1 against the spread last 19. They actually played better on the road. Lamar on the road, 13-2, 11-4 against the spread. Point differential in those games plus 15. Easy day at the office for Baltimore, who historically over the years have had their way with the Patriots. Maybe the only team in the last 20 years. Uh, Baltimore wins 30-13. Uh, Vegas, Las Vegas, 3.5 favorite against Denver was 4, came down. Um, I love Denver in this one. They're 7-3 the last against the spread. Their last 10. They keep this game close. Vegas does not play well at home. They're 1-5 against the spread. The last 6 at home. Uh, Locke is coming into his own. He's got Judy, Fan, Patrick, Hamler. Las Vegas gives up 6.08 points yards per play. That's 26 in the NFL. Denver keeps this whole close. They win. They cover by the hook. Vegas will pull this out 27-24, but you cover. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I liked this game when it was 7.5. I think it's around 7. Pittsburgh's had the COVID this week. It's going to be a real windy 30-mile-an-hour plus sustained winds at this game. Cincinnati's been great against the spread, even though they're not winning these games. They're 6-1 last 7 against the spread, and Pittsburgh plays down to the competition. They've won most of their games by a touchdown or less. They beat Dallas by 5, Tennessee by 3, Houston by 7, who's not a great team, uh, and Denver by 5. So since he keeps this close, you got weather in there, 30-mile-an-hour winds to keep this close, and Pittsburgh pulls this out 27-21, but the 7.5 you cover, and you go home happy. Uh, Green Bay against Jacksonville. This is 13.5, pushing to 14. If it goes over 14 and a half, if it goes to 14 and a half, I'd stay away. But Green Bay has been good at beating up on the bad teams. You got a little bit of wildcat factor with Luton. He's played better than the mustache. Uh, and but Green Bay at home, um, they have some weather there, so that's the only thing worrying me about this game. But they can run the ball. They have Jones and Williams. Um, like I said, Green Bay beats up on they're good at home. They beat up on the bad teams. The good teams give them a little trouble, but I think they win this easily, 35-20. And then moving to the Monday night game, Minnesota -3 at Chicago. The free world on Minnesota. The Cook's been running wild, but not so fast. I'm taking Chicago +3 at home. Uh, Cousins, okay? Cousins in prime time. Cousins on Monday night. He sucks. He's 0-9 straight up. He's 0-9 against the spread. Chicago's won the last four. Nobody does the research. I do the research and tell you how you can win. Chicago 21-19, 16-6, 24-20, and 23-20. Maybe close games, but they win. And it's Nagy's not calling the plays. He has his OC calling the plays. This is huge. Nagy is in the Stone Age. So uh, I'm calling for the upset. Take the money line. Chicago 23-21. It'll be close. They good on Monday night. They beat Tampa on Monday night and Tom Brady. So that's a good pick. So go to NYG Underground and look at my prediction for the Giants versus Philly. Phillies 4-21 the last 25 games. Can the Giants pull it out? Go and read that on nygunderground.com under the Prophets Pulpit, and then go back and look at the Prophets Point after that. I'll give you on Monday. And then, as always, go to Tony the Prophet and follow me on Twitter I'll put the rest of my bad picks on there today, but for all my commentary, especially on Sundays from 1 in the afternoon to midnight, I'm on there tweeting away. So thank you for tuning in. Salute to our veterans and have a great Sunday.